Jensen Huang, Sam Altman, and the CEO of SoftBank. All of these three guys have something together. They're extremely bullish on AI. And I believe that the DUOT is perfectly positioned for this movement. Okay, all about this here in this video.
Welcome to the game, I'm the wolf of Dubai.
Welcome to a brand new video. My name is Danny and I'm trying to find stocks before they explode. And we are pretty much nicely in DUOT already, which is a very small AI companies. They create a very special type of data centers, right? They take containers, they put all of the GPUs, the whole technology inside, and they can ship new small data centers that companies can put next to their hospital, next to their company, have their own data on their own data center, all done for you in 90 days. Speed is everything in the AI, and this is what DUOT is doing. That's why they were so good and made a deal with Elon Musk. Watch my previous videos where you see that essentially what you are buying here is a small raw diamond, okay? In the AI space, I think DUOT is something extremely interesting. And with that said, I would love to emphasize also that we have one product and one product only, and this is xndaytrading.com. And xndaytrading.com, we use our own software that we spent $1 million of developing to essentially let our professional team of day traders trade for you. Yes, you heard it right. We sent the trades to you like today, SMCI, nice trade. Our members are banking this week nicely already. And with that said, you essentially will see that we are doing everything for you. And if this is interesting for you, then make sure to check out xndaytrading.com, schedule a call, and we'll see if we can help you as well. Now, let's dive into the first clip. And this is the clip by Sam Altman. He is one of the most important guys in AI, and he just celebrated a new data center, right? So you can see here, not only he uses that as, a huge success, but he using this attention to really say, hey guys, we need more data centers. Data centers are imported. Here's the clip.
I have a little problem, which is that my colleagues covered everything I was going to say. And also, I'm not funny like Clay or a good public speaker like all my other colleagues. So I think I'll just talk about three quick things. First of all, I want to extend my thanks to everyone. Thank you to the governor. Thank you to the local community. Most of all, thank you to the workers that are going to create this incredible new site. We know how complex of a project this is. We know what the current attitude towards data centers in the world is, and I'll come back to this, but I think we can make this a great example for the future. But we realize, and of course, thank you to all of our other new partners and old partners up here as well. But this is a huge bet, and this is something that is not an easy project, but I always love getting to come to data centers. I'm from the Midwest. This is the first data center we will have ever built in the Midwest. That's especially cool to me. This feels like home. And I think it's fitting that this is happening in Michigan, given all of the history of doing hard things, building complex things that serve the country and the world. And that really gets to the second point, which is it's easy to throw around these numbers. 1 gigawatt, hard to conceptualize that. This many tens of billions of dollars sounds like a big number. Hard to conceptualize that too. This could very well turn into the site where cancer gets cured. This could turn into the site where hundreds of millions of students around the world learn and get private tutoring. This could turn into the site where millions of small businesses can run their business with AI in the cloud. A gigawatt of AI can do all those things. And it's easy to look out at this right now and say, okay, looks like another construction site, looks like a big project, sounds like a lot of money. But what this can mean for providing infrastructure for the future, again, in a way that the Midwest and particularly Michigan has powered for a long time, is easy to lose sight of. The scale of this, what this much AI can do for the world, again, it sounds like, it's a big number. I've heard big numbers before. This is a massive campus, massive data center at a time that is going to be extremely important. So, hopefully someday we'll all read about some incredible thing AI has done for society and, wonder, and there will be a good chance that it happened as this site came online. And then the third thing is, it is very important to us that this become a model for how data centers and communities can mutually benefit each other. So we've talked about not increasing energy prices. We've talked about, that was a great analogy about water. and how, this will use less water than a normal office building. More than 2,500 union jobs, ongoing 450 operation jobs, the support for the community. I think I understand something about how the Midwest works and what it takes to have a project go well. But my hope is this can be a example for the world where the world can benefit incredibly from AI out of a data center like this, and the local community can be thrilled with the decision and say, this is one of our shining examples, a new industry, and just great all around. So we are deeply appreciative.
And before you thinking, okay, that's like just normal information, but think about the following. The legendary investor and billionaire Masa, the CEO of SoftBank, made an interview where he said this can be 50 times bigger than the .com.
I think this is like more than 10x, probably 50x bigger than .com. So even .com, there was a bubble and burst, but then right after that, the peak of the .com bubble, the year 2000 was not really a peak. It was like a small hill. And it went down, but then it went much, much bigger with big, profitable, free cash flow. So AI will be, this is a beginning and the future of the profit and growth opportunities tremendous.
So you're not concerned about a correction at this point?
There is always a correction. Okay. Even year 2029, there was a crash in the Wall Street. That was basically because of electronics and motorization. Now, if you look at the history, electronic and motorization, 1929, it crashed, but went up and up many, many years for next 100 years after that. So that kind of thing is going to happen. There may be some correction, but that would be a best investment opportunity time to me, if there is any correction.
So let's talk about that future then. You've got a history of making very big investments. We think about Alibaba, we think about the acquisition of Arm. You think about OpenAI now. All this has turned SoftBank into an AI platform playing across the whole stack of technology. What is the next area that excites you, that you think the next $1 trillion company is going to come from?
Physical AI, robotics.
Robotics. So are we talking here humanoid robotics, industrial robotics? What specifically in the robotics do you think is going to be the big area?
Both with AI, physical AI as a core.
Okay, what does it mean? And this means that think about how crazy it was. We had companies that had 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 PE ratio, the biggest one in the world. And NVIDIA has a PE ratio of 30. So you can see we are not even close to crazy levels, okay? And you can now imagine and back engineer what this means for DUOT. DUOT's just starting, just did the pivot. Everybody want to have compute. Everyone raises money like Google to get more compute. And with that said, what do you think where the money flows? Exactly, into data centers, different providers, the guys who only provide the power, the guys who only provide the whole GPUs, the people that provide everything, the people that provide special types of data centers. And this is DUOT. They are essentially in the edge of very special data centers, small data centers, okay? We need every type of data centers in the next couple of years. Let me know what you think, but I think we are just in the very beginning before we going 50x. If you want to also check out a 10x, xnDayTrading.com, where we trade for you, check out the link in the description, schedule a call, and I see you tomorrow for a brand new video because the grass is greener always on the other side.